Hello all you hardcore boxing fans out there, how you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner. That's right, the voice of hardcore boxing. Well, we try to be, don't we? Well, it's Sunday, 2 o'clock, so people are probably screaming for content. I have done some filming this week. It's being produced or in production, and we've been busy with scripts and that. I do have other things to do except this because there's no profit in this, so we have to find a balance between passion and getting other things done. So I'm just jotting a few things down. So I'll just go through it with you. Just a few things. Right. First thing I want to touch on is the thumbnail. You've probably seen it. It's Wesley Snipes, is it? Or Shook Knight, or Shook Whyte, Dean Whyte, Lamar Scott, wherever he is. I prefer to call him the man from A Fistful of Dollars, is it? The man with no name. Of course, he's everywhere, isn't he? He is everywhere at the moment. But hasn't he saved somebody's life again? Did he save Ramirez's life? And he's been doing interviews about being a lifesaver and all that kind of thing. I mean, he saved 427 people on an aeroplane, 35,000 feet up, going to Saudi for Joshua Ruiz rematch. Now he's saved Ramirez's life. I mean, this man needs to wear that Superman cape all day long, because Dean Whyte is not just your average man. He is Superman, and he should wear super shades like these, Oakleys. Not them cheap ones that he's got on there that are copies that are doing rounds down London. He should wear the real McCoy wraparounds like me. But I only wear them when lights on in here because they're too bright. But I don't like light in my eyes all the time. I like it to be a little bit milder. You get too much light in your eyes, make you go blind. Now, anyway, moving on from the adventures of Superman. Josh Taylor, what a fantastic performance. Is that his second fight with boxer-sized Ben Davison? First one, they fought a journeyman, didn't they, who bluffed it into position to get that shot. Second one, very hard fight. I wanted Taylor to win. I'm a massive Taylor fan. Go back and look at my video, 2018, August. I said he beats Mikey Garcia. Everybody said I was crazy. But now looking at what O'Hara Davis did with him, and obviously got beat, it don't look so bad, does it, for O'Hara? Because Josh Taylor is now pound for pound. He's easily in the top 10. And whether you want to mix it up in that top 10, he is there, and he is probably the best pound for pound fighter in the sport of boxing in the UK at the moment. So, Josh Taylor, well done. All them people who criticise you, they're not worthy. Trust me. But I don't think it really mattered, really, who he fought last night, because he just had it on him that he was going to beat anybody, to walk through anybody at that weight last night, anybody going back years. He took Ricky Hatton apart, wouldn't he? I mean, they smashed Ricky Hatton up. But well done to boxer-sized Ben Davison. I'll give him a bit of credit, but he's only really had 2 camps with him, hasn't he? So Shane McGuigan did all the heavy lifting with Josh Taylor. But what I will say is this. It wouldn't have mattered last night who was training Josh Taylor, whether it would be Ben Davison or Jim Davidson. It wouldn't have mattered. But I think Ben Davison's got a little bit carried away with himself on social media, having a little dig at me, saying boxer-sized Ben strikes again. A couple of minutes after the fight, he's tweeting things with digs aimed at me. So, Ben, you're doing my job for me, but do yourself a favour, stop inserting yourself into situations where you're making it about yourself. You did it with the Mark Tibbs and Billy Joe Saunders. You flew in at the last minute. You didn't even tell Mark Tibbs. Then you're whispering at fighters' ear in between rounds and stuff like that and talking over Mark Tibbs. Show some respect. You've been in boxing a couple of minutes, all right? Look, we all know, Ben, that you're only getting these fighters gifted to you because of your connections at MTK. So let's have it right. Come back and have a pop at me when you've done something with somebody from scratch. All right, let's see you do something with somebody from scratch, or take a kid on that's been beat several times and improve him. I mean, you took Tom Little on, didn't you? What did you do with Tom Little? Well, what? What? You wanted to be in his corner because he were on big stages, wasn't he, at one point in his career? But what did you improve on Tom? What did you do with Isaac Lowe? Do something with somebody that's had a few defeats or who's really going nowhere in the career, or do something with somebody from scratch. Then start calling yourself Ring Magazine Trainer at Year, because I'm hearing that you're saying that you should be Trainer at Year now. Yeah, you're probably mixed because you've got an undisputed guy, but you were already finished article, wasn't it? But have you improved him as a fighter? I don't know. I'm not a trainer. I'm not a technician. I don't break down fighters like a lot of other people do. Terry Chappendama will probably be able to say if you've improved him, because he's a trainer, isn't he? And other trainers will be able to say, won't they? So, but well done to Josh Taylor. Where boxing shoots itself in the foot is this: the platform that the fight were on, a fight of that magnitude, was shocking. BT Sport, DAZN, Sky Sports, Channel 5, all the way across board, they should have a look at themselves and say, do you know what? We should be embarrassed not putting that fight on. A kid from Scotland, Scotland's greatest ever fighter, and it's not on TV. I don't get that. I don't get that. Is Josh Taylor now pound for pound #1 in the UK? Yes. Where is he in the world? Well, look, everybody's top whatever pound for pound is different, isn't it? You know, you can go Usyk, Crawford, Spence, Lomachenko, all them kind of guys, can't you? And Tyson Fury, Josh Taylor. You know, everybody's choice is different to everybody else's. Not everybody believes in pound for pound. I do. I like to say so-and-so is best. Usyk, Spence, and Crawford, Taylor, for me, are the top 4 in any order. Canelo's in that mix, but he's been beat. Tyson Fury's in that mix. He's been dropped several times. He's had a draw. People said John McDermott beat him. You can go on forever and ever. Boxing is subjective, all right? Well, there's no getting away from the fact that Josh Taylor's the best fighter in Europe. In the world, he's up there in your top 5, isn't he? He's in the top 5. You've got to say he's in top 5, top 6 maybe. You know, he's easily in the top 10. If Ring Magazine don't put him in the top 10, it'd be embarrassing, but he is up there. So well done, Josh Taylor. Give Ben Davison some credit. You know, they got the game plan right. We have to give him credit. But he's already working with a polished diamond, and it's not like he's had to polish him up, is it? So Sam Eggington won. He's now 30-7. He's gone all the way through levels, area belt, Commonwealth, British, European. He's now WBC silver champion, and Mick Hennessy has got a very good relationship with WBC men. And Mick Hennessy will be looking to get a title shot at light middleweight of super welter. Do apologise, got that wrong. They've changed it to super welter. Bit of PC, I think there. But it is what it is, isn't it? Or it is what it isn't. Good luck to Sam Eggington, 27-year-old, got miles on clock. Peter Fury says he's improving all the time. I just think he's always going to be a brawler. He's always going to seek red mist if he gets clipped. But he's got 2 wins over world champions now. So Tyson Fury's only got 3. He's beat Malignaggi and Molina, former world champions. Fury's beat Cunningham, Wilder and Vladimir. So, I don't know. He's up there, isn't he? But to say he's world ranked now at WBC and pushing on for a title shot, I think that's fantastic. So good luck to Sam Eggington. I like him. I like John Pegg. I wish them all the best. Which brings me to the heavyweight division. Chisora Parker, I've heard that's in talks for a rematch. I don't want to see that. It's a dog with fleas. The Stinkinator against Chisora, who's already talking like Riddick Bowe already after 11 losses. Plenty miles on clock. Chisora's like a Mondeo, isn't he, on an end plate, 94 model, 200,000 mile on clock with head gasket gone. They keep wheeling him out and wheeling him out and wheeling him out. And somebody needs to save Chisora from himself. Dylan Whyte, where's Eagle from here? I'm hearing talk about Chris Ariola. It's more old men, isn't it? It's more old men for Dylan Whyte. And Dylan Whyte can't help himself, can he? Probably looking for a 7th pay-per-view against Chris Ariola, who's shot to bits, fat as a pig Michelin man. So I don't want to see that. Joe Joyce and Hughie Fury. Got to get Hughie out on Savannah Marshall's card in July, is it 31st or something around that? Newcastle, Eddie's final throw of the dice with Sky. Or is it his final throw of the dice? There could be a twist in the plot. Joe Joyce, where does it leave Joe Joyce now this week? Usyk against Joshua, Wilder, Fury. Is Tyson Fury in fight mode, or is he slipping? Has the mask slipped? I mean, all his antics outside the ring and contradictions and basically lies and more lies and contradictions and press releases and this and that. He's showing all signs of a man that's melting in front of our eyeballs. I don't think he's got his game head on or fight game head on. So don't be surprised if Wilder Fury doesn't happen July 24th. I'd be very shocked if it did happen. But till I see him in the ring, it ain't gonna happen. We've had Tyson when he fought Usmanov. They even got weighed and everything, and he still pulled out fight. I know his uncle had died and that, but I don't know. It's I think he's losing it a bit, really. I think he's losing it a bit at the moment. I think he is really losing it a bit. And we want to see a well Tyson. No, we want to see Tyson well and in ring punching Joshua upside down, which he probably will do. But every time you go out and have a party, let me tell you this. You know, when you go out and party, my friend Frank from Berry told me this. He pulled me one night. He said, you know, every time you go out partying, brain cells in your head, you lose brain cells. Every time you go drinking or snorting cocaine or smoking weed or whatever you do, you lose more brain cells. And it's getting to the stage now where he's right, because I'm forgetting things all the time. Everything's catching up with me, 51-year-old in a few months. So is Tyson showing signs of decline in his mental health? Yeah, I think so, yeah. How he's acting, he's like a kid in a sweet shop, isn't it? I don't think he's handling this good at all. He needs to have that feign fix every single day. And I think Joshua's a bit more level-headed. So who's to say it in the 50 fight that now? If it's a 60-40 fight before, I'd say Joshua's a bit more level-headed and he's training hard. And I'd say Fury's maybe reached top at mountain. He's maybe coming down a little bit. I don't know. I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that he beats Joshua. I think he's a favourite, but I don't think he's that big a favourite. But I think maybe Tyson needs to take himself off social media for a few months and just crack on with getting training and getting himself right, because all this darting about and flying about and Instagram and Twitter and all this other rubbish, I think it's all... I think he needs to speak to somebody, me. I think he needs to speak to somebody. Where's all this leave Eddie Hearn, though? I mean, they're putting fights on and agreeing to fights, this and that. And what I've been saying for 3 months is this. Wilder had a contract. Shelley Finkel told us all last February after they lost, we've got a contract for a 3rd fight. So either they've played Eddie Hearn like a cheap fiddle, or Eddie Hearn misread it all. And Al Heyman's just pulled plug and said, look, we're suing if you fight. Surely when Tyson Fury, KBL were cancelled December 5th, surely the penny would have dropped for Eddie Hearn. Surely, because Frank Warren doesn't cancel shows for anybody, not pay-per-view shows. So maybe that's why Frank had to get that pay-per-view in before end of year with Dubois and Joyce. I don't know, but what I will say is, it's all a bit of a mess, isn't it? And where's it leave Joe Joyce? Yeah. Where's it leave Joe Joyce? And when's Sam Jones going to start suing WBO? With plenty to say for himself on IFL Boxing Social behind the gloves. But Sam Jones, you've not said a dicky bird, have you? Why haven't you said anything? I don't get it. Why don't you come out and say something, Sam, and say, I'm suing the WBO, or we're going in this direction? Because you're nookie on block, you're a whipping boy. You are the whipping boy. Stand up for yourself like Neil Marsh did. Neil Marsh stood up to them all, didn't he? He's nookied on the block at this level. He stood up to them all, so why don't you? Mick Hennessy stood up to Hopkins and all that lot when he wanted to get Howard Eastman on. He issued legal proceedings. That were years and years ago when Mick first burst on scene. So why aren't you issuing legal proceedings, Sam? Get this fight on. If Usyk Joshua doesn't happen, it's got to be Joyce against Usyk for vacant belt. None of this interim crap. Start and battle for your man. Fight your man's corner. So, all right. I think that's about it, really. I think we'll finish off on Billy Joe Saunders. We'll finish off on Billy Joe, or is it Bully Joe? I don't know, but I hope he's all right because we haven't heard anything from him. It's over 2 weeks now since he fought. I mean, 15 days, we've not heard a thing. Normally, we've got people hanging out the back of him after every fight. You can't have it both ways. We've not heard from Tony Bellew. Where's he? He's gone missing, hasn't he? There's a few that have gone missing. Spencer Fearon. Everybody's gone missing. I don't know, but people keep sending me tweets. Kugan Cassius and Ben Davison tweets. Oh my God. So I'd expect a Ben Davison, Kugan Cassius sermon at some point in the next several hours. So that's about it, really. So I think it's time to go on for a shake and turn it in on a Sunday. So I did have Rico coming on today, but he's rebooked. I did have Drew coming on, misunderstanding with time and that, but we managed to get a video on the members area with John O. That's good. John.O. Asuni, I can't spell his name. But he's a nice kid from London. I've had him on quite a few times now. He's a regular. That's a good video. That's in our members area. The button below. Press join if you're struggling. Go into your desktop. It's pretty easy to join. $5.99 a month. Put the money into production. Got a production video coming this week. We're going to film it Wednesday. Helmet votes have to be in for Wednesday as well. That's the 26th. Brought it forward 2 days because the production video we've had to put that back a month. So we're going to be filming somewhere else on Wednesday at another gym with cameramen and whatnot. And we're going to do helmets probably there. If not, we'll probably do it over in Leeds in front of a big green screen. We might just do it in the ring this time. Okay. That's about it, really. Thank you for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. All right, good or bad, the comments are all read. If it's pure filth or threats against me or my family or anything like that, she will remove them, the girl who works here. She will remove them. If you've got a problem with that, well, would you like to see vile threats against your children on your social media? No, because I don't want to see it. I don't want to read it, so they keep that away from me. I don't want to read it. But if you want to keep them coming and spend time doing that, they just get removed anyway. But if you want to do it, crack on with it. All right? Crack on. Because it means that I live in your head. All right? I think that's about it, really. Not a very long video, but thought I'd get something out for you. Part 1 of the Essex one should be out shortly, the trip to Essex, and part 2 should be out today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, because we've got a bit of a backlog. The opportunities that are coming through now for the channel are off the charts, and we might be taking a different direction. Might be doing other things except this. We're going to see, but I'm struggling just to keep on top of all this. We ain't enough hours to do it all, but we're going to see. But I'm getting pulled all over in different directions, which is what I wanted, but I didn't think it'd be like this. So all them people who've got my WhatsApp, if you're asking me stuff or getting mixed up and that, if I just turn around at some point in the day and say F off or jog on or whatever, it's because I'm not handling it too good at the moment. I don't cope with all this constant. It's not harassment. I don't mind people texting me, but constantly can do my head in at times. Can do my head in. We're only human, aren't we? And I'm not fetched up to deal with stuff like this. I've got wrong temperament for it. All right. But other than that, I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for helping my channel grow, and it's really growing now, and I'm really pleased about that. I'm really pleased. I didn't think it'd get like this, but I'm really pleased. These have been fantastic for me. Rico, K Official, who else? Nicola, who works with Dennis now, she helped me. Mark, is it Manchester Kid? Jamie, Cameron, everybody who's helped me, thank you very much. Okay, and all them people who come on here regulars, there's too many to name. We've got about 28 of you now, 29 in you. The porky little hardcore army. Little army, not army. So, okie doke. All right. So, we'll see my dog now because he's hurt his leg and he's hopping. All right. Peace out.